send the other song.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 527. It's Wednesday, June 26, 2013, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Internet talk radio for your imagination. Mike Matthews broadcasting from the last place on earth located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California. Today we hear from Shelley Schuhart, Floyd the Floorman, John Deere the Engineer. Plus we bring you the segment Ridiculous Random Posts with some outlandish stuff being posted on social media.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And here's a subject that you probably will not find on Wikipedia.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And that is open mics. That is a subject that I know a little bit about. In fact, last night I tried to sing at one, but I got shut out because they have you fill out your name and put it in a goldfish bowl. And then my name was picked, and I was at the end of the list, so I said I'm out of this hole, this dive. It was at a place that's like a dive.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
It's in Berkeley at the Starry Plow, and it doesn't matter when you show up because you're never going to get to perform live.
Mike's
because there's just
Daily
this issue of
Podcast.
chance run into it.
Yeah!
Yeah, so you can be there early. You still got to fill out your name on a piece of paper, stick it in the goldfish bowl, and you could end up last, even if you showed up early, which is not what I did. But I was on time anyway. Most open mics, you show up at the time, you know, right when they're putting the list down, and you can get a good spot. But this is left up to chance. Anyway, I'm sour grapes over the whole thing. I used public transportation to get to the open mic. Took me about an hour. I get there, and then I end up not playing. I did see some cool young talent, though. I stuck around for the first three performers, and they were young people, like rapping for the first time and all that. There's a lot of rap with the young people today, if you didn't know that. And they're using bad language, if you didn't know that either. But I guess that's what rap incorporates a lot of. Oh, look, I just walked in. Oh my God, Jolly, too hard to give job supervisor. Sounds like you had a really great time. No, sounds like I had an awful time. I got there and didn't perform my song. I know, I was so looking forward to it. Were you there? No. I don't think, and I wrote about it on the blog. I wrote it at mikesdailypodcast.com. I wrote the blog there saying how the place is full of performers that are mostly very standoffish. No one wants to talk to each other. Everyone's in their own little world, getting ready to perform. It's kind of annoying. And then the food, I don't know about the food at this place. It kind of smelled, like I said on the blog, that, well, perhaps rat droppings are involved somewhere in the building. I don't know. There was a peculiar, weird smell going on, and it wasn't just all the pot that was being smoked outside. But that's Berkeley. There you go. Dang it, I used that expression again. Look who else just walked in. Hello, Mike, this is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere the Engineer, Mike. So how many open mics has it been that you showed up at and you ended up not playing? Well, that's the second one. There was one in Hayward at the Bistro. It's called the Bistro. And I got there, but I got there late and put my name on the list, and I realized it would probably be closing time by the time I got to play, and I was like, forget it. So I just left. But yeah, that's the thing, open mics. Now, some people try and squeeze you in, but other places, they're just too filled up. And here in the Bay Area, where you got so many people that live here, it's going to happen. But still, I'm miffed about the chance, leaving it to chance and picking people that way. Mike Matthews, you don't like to go to Las Vegas and gamble? No. I try to avoid Vegas. Like I try to avoid rashes. And the way Paula Deen tries to avoid her past. Today, things got worse for her. According to Cron.com, on the day that she tried to explain herself, there was a set of woes for Paula Deen that went down like this today. First off, she was on the Today Show, denying she's a racist and insisting through tears that she never hurt anyone on purpose. And a lot of people look at her apologies as if she's saying, well, I didn't mean to hurt you, but because you feel hurt, that's your problem. I didn't do anything wrong. A lot of people see the apology that way. Walmart said on Wednesday today that it is ending its relationship with Paula Deen Enterprises and will not place any new orders beyond those already committed for her branded baked goods, cookware, and kitchen appliances. Earlier in the day, Caesars Entertainment Corporation, which operates the Dean-themed restaurants at 4 of its casinos. Oh, really? I knew about the Paula Deen restaurant in Savannah, but see, there you go. I don't go to Las Vegas, so I didn't realize the Caesars Entertainment Corporation had Paula Deen-themed restaurants. Anyway, they said they're severing ties. Part and parcel with Paula Deen not looking like she's sorry at all, she said today to Matt Lauer on the Today Show, "I is what I is, and I'm not changing." Excellent grammar, Paula. She blames it on someone else. There's someone evil out there that saw what I worked for and wanted it. Ooh, so it's conspiracy, and Paula Deen is the victim. And you know what? A lot of people are going to believe that. A lot of people are going to stand for Paula Deen no matter what she says, what she does, and it's their choice. We should all learn to forgive each other, that kind of thing. But at the same time, Paula Deen is trying to kill us with her food. And maybe she needs to go away for a while. Maybe take, some lessons in understanding the diversity of today's world and how you should appreciate all races, learn to be more tolerant, and learn to put less butter in your frickin' food. What are you trying to do, kill us all? So with Paula Deen gone, that means maybe for the first time we will not hear on the news that diabetes is on the rise. Mike, I love Paula Deen. I love her so much. I have her right here on my speakerphone.
Hi, Mike. This is Paula Deen, and I just want to say that I am so sorry that I've caused people sadness and hurt, and that I love Booter and her. Love it so much. Love you too, Mike.
Wow, she is full of love. Floyd, how do you have Paula Deen's phone number? Well, Mike, one time I got a really bad stain out of her kitchen. She spilled a bunch of gravy from the chicken fried steak.
Yes, Mike, it was quite a mess. Only Floyd could clean it out.
Wow, chicken fried steak. Now that's a low-calorie meal.
It comes with its own defibrillator.
Hey, and congratulations about the Supreme Court saying that DOMA is unconstitutional and Proposition 8 has no standing in court.
Yes, Mike, it's wonderful news. We're very happy.
So happy! So happy you're going to celebrate with some chicken fried steak?
Mike Matthews, that's really gross. And why is Basil looking at you so mean?
I don't know. He's got a mood today. He's staring at me like he's never seen me do the podcast before, and he's just giving me a strange stink eye today. And stink butt, but that's normal. He is a boxer after all. So what do you think about this Paula Deen apology? Do you think she has to apologize? Do you think she should apologize more? And what do you think about the ruling on same-sex marriage today by the Supreme Court? You can email me, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. We read your comments on the section emails from email. Also email me there if you'd like to be a guest on the show, or if you would like to sponsor the show, mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. We also have the website, mikesdailypodcast.com. That is where you can go to find links to where to find us in iTunes and subscribe to this show in iTunes. More people find out about us if you do that. You can also rate and comment on the show there as well. And we also have links to where to find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Yelp, all at mikesdailypodcast.com. And where to find us on SoundCloud and Spreaker.com. Find that at mikesdailypodcast.com, as well as the blog, where I wrote extensively about my ill will towards bad open mics. And you can also find the Amazon deal of the day at mikesdailypodcast.com.
Ridiculous random hosts.
Well, we haven't done this in a while, and it's fun to do because there have been some funny things that have been posted lately that I wanted to share with you. This was posted on social media. It's ridiculous, it's random, and I love it. It goes like this. Here's an only in Vegas story for you. Driving into work today on the corner of Trop and Las Vegas Boulevard. There must be Tropicana? Well, I don't know. I try to block Vegas out of my mind, as you know. Anyway, at the red light, there's a Chevy Tahoe stopped in the intersection waiting for traffic to move. No biggie. Then the passenger window rolls down. A dude sticks his head out the window, and he pukes. Then the back doors swing open and exit two naked chicks wearing furry boots, and they run around the car. What the bleep? LOL. EDC weekend is in full effect. Now time to work. EDC, by the way, is the Electric Daisy Carnival. That's a rave that's held at the racetrack in Las Vegas. The same person also posted, hey, we'll say the word jerk in place of the word that was actually used, at the Sam's Club gas station. Don't yell at me because your membership expired and you want to use my card to get gas and I told you no. Stop being a lazy jerk and get yourself a membership. It costs $35. Thank you and have a nice day, smiley face. All right, that is the view from Las Vegas, according to this friend of mine on the social media site that I won't say the name of, although you probably already know. And now this other guy that I know on the same social media site, he also says some funny things. And here's one of his latest posts. Add my phone number to my timeline to make my account more secure. Silly Facebook. Tricks are for kids. Ugh, that took me a while. You know, on Facebook, you can have your phone number be seen by people, and I didn't realize for quite a while that my phone number was being seen, and suddenly I was getting calls from people I did not want calls from, and that was quite upsetting. He also posts something interesting. He's got a really Republican dad, and he says, my dad just compared me to President Obama, someone who does what he wants without considering others. That's nice, Dad. Another post from a different person. Don't you love people that are trying to keep you up to date with their dieting so that you can comment below and kind of give them some support and inspiration and tell them, yeah, you can do it, you can do it. Well, this person wrote something interesting. Bagels. Those evil, tempting bagels keep calling my name as I pass through the kitchen. Screw you, bagels. I will stay strong. All in caps. Bagels are tempting, aren't they? Oh, Ted Allen from my favorite reality TV show of all time, Chopped. Not Ted Allen. Yeah, the same Ted Allen from the other reality TV show called Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. That show is okay, but love Chopped. And Ted Allen posted, proud to announce on this historic day that my partner of 20 years, Barry Rice, and I are engaged to be married. 20 years with the same guy. Jeez. I couldn't spend 20 years with the same guy. All that farting. Guys do a lot of that. They do, dogs do a lot of that. Basil the Boxer does a lot of that. And I guess you could say it's part of married life for heterosexual couples. Now, the Ted Allen and his soon-to-be husband will be enjoying that. You never see that on the wedding gifts list. We need a fan to blow the wind my wife passes out the window. Window. Never saw that comparison before. And we will end it with John DeCoven, who has been on the show. He's a comedian who hosts a comedy night in the Contra Costa County part of the East Bay. He writes, today is not only a great day for the gay and lesbian community, but let's not forget about divorce attorneys. Their future business just skyrocketed. So cheerful, isn't it? Let's try and think of something more positive. Divorce is such a sad subject, as I know. As we go outside the last place on earth where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California.
And here's today's podcast picture.
The picture was a really fun moment that I had as I took the ferry from San Francisco over to Sausalito. But beforehand, I had stopped at the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf and got one of my favorite drinks, the blended Black Forest drink. So delicious. And probably not very good for you, but I love it. So, and Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf is not that prevalent here in Northern California. It's a Southern California thing. They're everywhere in Southern California, but there is one near the Ferry Building in San Francisco, so I grabbed one on my way to getting on the boat to go to Sausalito. And as we were out there, I had Alcatraz to my right and a big, huge cargo ship to my left. And someone took a picture for me there as we were riding along on a pretty nice day. It was that day. Actually, coming back from Sausalito, on the ferry, the weather turned absolutely fantastic. I mean, there was a sunset that was unparalleled. I'd never seen in the San Francisco Bay Area. So nice. And I will have to post pictures of that. I did get some pictures of that. Okay. We will post some, I promise, in future Mike's Daily Podcast pictures.
Mike Matthews, I felt really bad that you didn't get to perform at that open mic last night, so I got you a little something.
Oh, wow, look at this. You got me a plate of chicken fried steak with lots of gravy.
Yes, it's Paula Deen's recipe.
All right, I'm trying to avoid diabetes, but thank you.
You are so welcome. Don't mention it.
Now, let's see. I have to up the number of sit-ups I do later today to over 1,000. Mike, I just want to say that we should all be thankful that we have a government that sometimes actually does things that we like. Not the part where they spy on every phone call that we make, but the other stuff, like allowing us to marry the people that we love, even if they are the exact same gender as us. Wow, that was quite a speech, Floyd. Thank you. Did you notice I lost my voice right at the end? Couldn't tell. What do you think about that, John Deere, the engineer?
I really appreciate Floyd the Floorman's vocabulary.
Me too. It's really fantastic. Tomorrow we will bring you the segment called Into an Interview. That's what it is called. With a fantastic singer-songwriter we'll be talking to named Gabrielle Graves. I think we'll be talking to her tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but that's the plan. Talking to her tomorrow and listening to some of her great songs. Plus, we'll hear from Benita the Rodeo Queen, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster.
I am so looking forward to it.
Wonderful. Hopefully no one will pass any wind.
Mike Matthews, that's what fans are for.
Yeah, fans. Febreze helps out. Lysol, not so much, because that stuff just smells putrid. And then, of course, there are people that believe you could light a match or burn a candle. That actually, according to Mythbusters, doesn't really help.
Mike Matthews, you've done a lot of investigating into this topic.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!